Hello and welcome back. So I bought a lot of party games from the app called TEMU, a Chinese international app that has lots of some games with very low prices, clearly coming from places like China. So I was very suspicious about those games, so I just acquired them. They arrived, and now I'm going to open and see if these are original games, copies of games, whatever is inside. So stay tuned for the next videos because we will deep dive inside of all these different games. Barking Kittens, some kind of expansion from for Exploding Kittens. I'm completely unaware of what is inside. Also coming from TEMU, so we by now we know this is going to be some kind of replica. So let's go and see what is inside. Before we move through, let me just remind that if you are interested in more content from Exploding Kittens as well as coming from TEMU, I have a collection of videos in my channel that I'm opening content from TEMU party games. So I invite you to go there, check it, leave a like, subscribe if that's the case. So, Barking Kittens. The box is very light. It looks like it has more stuff than the previous games. I don't want to damage this. It looks like it has more content, but I guess it's a lot of empty space inside because the box is too light. Okay, too light for my taste. It seems like it's going to be full of air. Where was the cut here? Oh man, I always lose so much time in opening these things. As mentioned before, I should buy knife from TEMU. Even if they are replicas, at least they would help me cutting these plastics in all these videos. Okay. It seems like nothing inside, but at least it seems that there is going to be a wearable cat crown, which is not going to be appearing on video wearing this. Hey, throw the ball and I will retrieve it. We will then repeat that process until I get bored, which will never happen. So barking kittens, they will try to be dogs now. Wow, 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 wow. I agree with my colleague. Brr, 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 brr. Brr, brr, brr. Stay away from the yard or I will continue to produce loud noises. So this has to do with dogs for sure. So how we know this is not an original product? Because I've seen on the website and some stores physically that the original Exploding Kittens games, they have an holographic seal somewhere. I guess this one would be right here. There's no holographic seal, so this is cheap cardboard copy. And don't get this is also a trap here. It's just for marketing purposes. There's no real content on the website. And you see the several expansions. So the barking would be this one. Streaking I will open and show, not by the time they've seen this video. Imploding is also on TEMU, which I don't quite yet, and Exploding is the base game. So let's go inside. From the outside, the box looks exactly as the original game. You can spot the difference except for except from the seal. So there you go. There's the cat hat already. I do what I want. Okay. Oh, with some Velcro. Okay, so let me just try here off camera to see if this works. Okay, there's even some paws here to protect your ears. So let me put it here. Okay, so it doesn't fit my head. Apparently, maybe this is made for Chinese. Oh, so I can adjust with the Velcro. Yeah, I totally understand that you would love to see this on camera, but that's not going to happen. Okay, so that's the weirdest gimmick that I've seen on the game. I hope that this is completely irrelevant for the game. If we can just mark the player with the hat somehow. Okay, so look at the box. There was a manual, the hat, the expansion, which are just these cards, and nothing else. So that's the worst use of space I've ever seen, especially if the hat is completely irrelevant. But let's try to figure it out. Well, the box looks good, right? So lots of dog sounds, and you've bought an expansion. Don't know how to play. Barking Kittens. So 20 cards and the Tower of Power. Tower of Power would be the at probably. Each exploding kitten expansion has specific setup instructions. If you're playing with multiple expansions, make sure that all setup instructions are being followed. Okay, so this one has the setup instructions, and sorry, I'm moving here, so this is more or less the same. And then stop reading, go play. If you have questions about specific cards, flip the sheet over. Is this really a hat or just... That's the craziest thing. Barking, so you have the barking kittens, we'll see the cards, bury, so new cards here, personal attacks, the super skip, potluck, the Tower of Power. So there's a card called the Tower of... Okay, so you're putting the cards inside the hat, on the person's hat. Put on the Tower of Power. Next, take the stash cards. Stash cards. They are stash cards. And without looking, put them on top of your head. If anyone plays a pair of cards to steal from you, they blindly take a random card from the Tower of Power instead of your hand. This does not apply to favors or cards 3 of a kind, which is give me that specific card. On any turn, even this one, you can remove the cards from the Tower of Power, look at them, and take one into your hand. Put the rest into the draw pile. Wear the Tower of Power for the rest of the game. Okay, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That's the stupidest thing. And I don't know from where this stash is coming. Stash card. Let's take the stash. Is it the discard pile? And I don't remember. Setup. Okay, diffuse it. Okay. Deal out 8 additional cards and put them on the table. Then put the Tower of Power on top of them. This is a stash. Okay. And why are they the barking kittens? Where's the connection with the dogs? Personal attacks, like dogs do? Yeah, I'm not getting. So you see how we know these things are replicas. It's because one thing is how these are. The plastic is here, right? It's just this crappy thing here that we need to cut without cutting the cards, and it's not very well sealed. And then in previous videos we saw that the card coloring was very washed out. So let's see these ones. Oh, these ones are more shiny. Okay, so, and they, you know how the smells, they smell a bit different than the other. This looks like an original. These look like original cards. The feeling is a bit different. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'll show you what I have here on the side. I have some of the other cards here. Let's see if we can spot the difference. Yeah, look at this. Look at the difference from a skip to a super skip. First, you see the original ones. They had this texture, which you don't see that visible here because they are more glossy. You see, this is super visible. They look like crappy playing cards, and this one is very smooth. Although you can see some texture there, it's smooth on the skin touch. And then on the back, listen here, and no sound. You see, that's because of the texture of the other cards. And the main difference here to spot is the quality of the ink. So this one is very washed out. See this blue here, and while this blue is the contrast is very good. So yeah, these cards are much better quality. Okay, so the super skip allows you to skip all attacks. The Tower of Power. So let me see if there is a difference in the card. No, there's something there. Printing in this print there. The Tower of Power, we've seen, that's a card that will allow you to use the cats on... Okay, I don't want to imagine how this would look on a party game session, but nothing like proposing it. The Potluck, okay, dog pile until it reaches the star. Starting with you and going the direction of play around the table, each player puts a card on top of the draw pile. Okay, so we've seen this. It's the garbage from another expansion, yes. Bury. End of your turn by secretly putting the next card you draw back into the draw pile as if you had defused it. Okay, so it's a way to protect from an explosive. See alter the future, so you can rearrange. This one you can see the bad quality of the printing here. You can notice that. I hope you can see on 4K as good as I do. So you see it's missing ink spots there. It's not as good as this one, maybe because it's darker. Another alter the future. Now it's time. Let's see the jokes here. Make it bold, Pierre. Make it fearless by choosing the best cards. Now it's time for you to diversify your portfolio. I'm thinking weed, I'm thinking rains. So you see the future. And then share the future. View and rearrange the top 3 cards in the draw pile, then show the cards to the next player. Okay, so that's a bad thing, because the other one will see the cat that you put on top. Package has left the building. I repeat, package has left the building about 3 hours ago. That's Splinter Cell. I stand in the rain, manure and pain, my feathers can feel the darkness is real. Adele here? Or the Barking Kitten, okay. Someone has a Barking Kitten, they give you half their cards. Choose them, choose and return the same number of cards, otherwise keep this card in front of you. Okay, so there are 2 Barking Kittens. The personal attacks, which are the same, the attacks, these are personal attacks. Take 3 turns in a row, so these are different. You don't skip yours, but you take 3 turns. No, so you give another player 3 turns. That's what it is, right? Take 3, or you take 3 turns. Sorry, let me just check here. Personal attack, what is this? Take 3 turns in a row. It's you take your first turn as normal, and then when the turn is over, it's your turn 2 more times. Okay, if you play another attack card, etc., on one of your turns, your target must take any of the remaining turns plus the number of attacks on the attack card just played. Wow. If you play another attack card on any of your turns, your target must take any of your remaining turns. Wow. Jesus, what a combo. What a combo. So you take 3 turns in a row and then you give 2. Okay, that's strange. I'll take that. Put this card in front of another player to steal the next card they draw. Okay. To steal. I stole the blanket. Okay, cool. So I guess this is the expansion just for the 5 player, yeah, 2-5, the smaller version of the game. I'm not sure if this would work if we just put them on the big one. And they say the 3rd expansion, like we see here, exploding, then imploding, streaking, and barking. Okay, this box is also good to hold all the expansions, although they come with just this very thin thing that probably still fits the original one. But yeah, this was it, the Barking Kittens and the Tower of whatever this is. So I hope you enjoy. If so, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'm doing a trip through TEMU content, so I invite you to check the channel and see other games from TEMU, and we'll discuss if they are good acquisition or not, considering the price they're being sold there versus the fact they are rip-offs. But I guess this one, it's totally worthy, because it seems like the quality is very good, etc. So if you're looking for this expansion, and if you are not worried about having original games or not, I guess I would recommend that. So thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.